Hello everybody, K92 here for the NXT review for April 19th, 2016. First want to start off by saying rest in peace Chyna. Freaking sucks, freaking Chyna, Prince, freaking bad shit happening today, but rest in peace Chyna, rest in peace Prince. Awful shit right there. I really wanted freaking I always had this little dream of always seeing Chyna and Triple H on screen together at least one more time. That was like one of my favorite pairings when I was younger, and I was like, yo, this is like the greatest thing ever. So yeah, I want to say rest in peace, and freaking hopefully she gets acknowledged and put in the Hall of Fame how she deserved it and everything. So go for that. Get that out the way. NXT was pretty entertaining. Now again, NXT is usually always pretty solid, pretty good. Fucking Big Kaz and Enzo versus American Alpha. This is Kaz and Enzo's probably last match in NXT, which is sad to see, but Alpha in control a lot with the chain wrestling in the beginning. Jason Jordan gets the hot tag, starts throwing around poor Enzo. Like, this man is like not even suplex, he's just chucking Enzo everywhere. American Alpha wins with the grand amplitude, I think they're calling it. I don't know. The elevated basically back suplex. Good little match here. I kind of wish I had a little extra time, but it was still a solid, good match. We got to see a lot more of Enzo wrestling, which is always pretty good. So, next match is Alexander Wolf versus the debuting No Way Jose. No. Alexander Wolf is actually a really good wrestler. I kind of hope to see more of him. I feel like if you give this guy a gimmick and like he can show more personality, he's pretty good. He's really good. Again, I know a little bit of thing about No Way Jose, you know, how he wrestles for the indies and stuff. I am a big fan of this guy. I think he's fucking hilarious. And coming from a fellow Dominican myself, it's good just to hear someone introduced from the Dominican Republic makes me happy. I'm just like, oh my god, there's more of us. So, automatically going in, I'm like, I already know I'm going to be a big fan of No Way Jose. I love his theme. You know, I love his, the crowd was super fucking quiet in the beginning, and I was like, oh no, please. But he actually won them over. He got them like chanting in the end. They were like doing the Jose, Jose, Jose. So I guess he did his job. He went from zero fucking like nothing to getting the crowd super into him. So that was nice. The guy is really funny in the ring. He's not the greatest wrestler ever, but he's solid. He's huge, man. Like, it's so weird seeing someone that big in NXT next to like Kaz, and that's it. Never stops dancing, even when he's getting put in rest hold. I think that's funny. Alexander Wolf, though, he reminds me a lot of fucking Finlay. I think he's German, though, but he reminds me a lot of Finlay, which is a good thing, because Finlay's fucking awesome, so. Fit Finlay. Jose wins with baseball-inspired offense. He wins with a baseball punch. I even said a baseball punch over Superman punch any day. So, really good for him. He won the crowd over. Again, it's a dancing gimmick, so you know it's going to fail always in the end. But, like, I'm going to enjoy it for right now. And the guy's a good guy. He deserves it. And, like, he won the crowd over. That's good enough. And he has a lot of fucking charisma. So, as long as you got that, you're doing something right. The returning Nia Jax is back. I don't know what Nia Jax maybe had an injury she was healing or something. But we haven't seen her in a while versus Deonna Purrazzo. Again, they really need to sign Purrazzo already. Like, if she's going to keep showing up all over the place, they need to just sign her. Nia Jax looked good. A couple moves in. Samoan drop. Running leg drop this time. She never really runs for this time. She ran, dropped it right there. 1, 2, 3. Hogan would be so proud. Or as WWE would say, who? But Hogan would be proud. Main event time. It is Apollo Crews versus Samoa Joe, which I was looking forward to this match. Pretty good match, you know. Good back and forth. Joe, man, Samoa Joe is just on fucking fire. Like, I just love this guy. Comes out and I get like excited because just like his attitude, man, like everything about him just screams fucking money. Good back and forth here. Joe has the best fucking snap slam ever, snap power slam I've ever seen in my life. Doing the best work of his career right now. Cruz is on point as always. Cruz cut a promo earlier, which actually wasn't that bad. I just wish they could give him a more serious side. That's the only thing Cruz is missing, a serious side. Fucking Joe actually taps out Apollo Crews, like legit taps him out to the Coquina Clutch. Done. I was so shocked to see that. I kind of wish he could have just beat him with the Muscle Buster, but I even said, hey, my God, make Joe look good. Joe just with a stone face the whole time. This is great stuff. Again, spoiler alert. spoiler alert, that was NXT. But now I want to talk about how Samoa Joe is the new NXT champion right now. He beat Finn Balor clean, 1, 2, 3 muscle buster at a fucking live event. So you can tell Balor's going to the main roster. People were chanting "Thank you, Balor." He was like bowing down and all that stuff. So that's pretty interesting. But I'm kind of like bummed out. Like, yeah, you know, that's cooler to have unpredictability, but you should have just put the fucking strap on Joe on the fucking NXT Takeover Dallas. You should have just put the strap on him. Like, the build for that match was so good. Joe was on fucking fire. You should have just put the strap. Like, I'm happy he has it now. You can tell where this is definitely heading. We're definitely getting Shinsuke versus Joe, or what I want to happen. I want Samoa Joe to be the one responsible for, you know, taking out Hideo Itami. Then you have Hideo Itami come back, House of Fire, and take the strap from Joe. We get Joe in the main roster, and then we have a feud I've been waiting for. This is like money. Like, you give me Hideo Itami versus Shinsuke Nakamura, where Itami as champion, Nakamura knocks him off as champ. Like, oh my god. Like, just thinking about it, I get so excited. To think I get to see fucking Hideo Itami go one-on-one with Nakamura. But yeah, I don't see Joe having a long title reign. I don't really see Joe having a long title reign. I really think he's like gonna drop it to Hideo Itami whenever he comes back. It makes so perfect sense. Like, Joe would be the perfect guy to blame that on, you know? Like, Joe is the one that destroyed your fucking shoulder in fucking backstage. No one knew except for Joe. So hopefully it goes down. Again, I'm really happy to see Joe finally get that fucking championship, because no one's busting their ass more in NXT than Samoa Joe. Next week we're getting the Drifter versus Shinsuke Nakamura. That should be an interesting match. That's the thing. Elias Sampson gets a lot of hate, but I think the guy's really good. You just haven't seen his full potential yet, and I feel like someone like Shinsuke Nakamura, you have to use your full potential on this guy, because like, this guy's a fucking whole nother level of fucking charisma and everything. So hopefully we see some good stuff from the Drifter. I think Asuka's on that. Yeah, Asuka's fighting Eva Marie next week. Again, I'm sorry, Eva Marie's family, what's about to happen. Eva Marie is going to probably go to the hospital. Asuka is going to kick her head off. Or I could probably see shenanigans. I don't know if they're going to... I feel like they should give Asuka the dominant win, but I don't know if they're going to throw shenanigans out there, have like Nia Jax get involved. I don't know if Nia Jax and Eva are still, you know, together. And I feel like they're kind of pushing Nia by herself now, which is a better idea. So yeah, that was NXT. NXT was entertaining. Again, a lot of fucking crazy stuff going down. You know, deaths here and there, and now fucking new champ, and all this stuff. So that's it for me. I'll catch you guys next time. Enjoy the UFC action. Again, want to say rest in peace, Chyna. Rest in peace, Prince. And that's it for me.
Joe, perfect technique as he blocked the elbow. Joey's really starting to connect with that jab here in the second round.
Exactly. That was a nice jab.
Both men throwing frequently. Joe's elbows are vicious, and they're doing a ton of damage. Great job blocking that punch. That's a powerful punch from one of the greatest of all time.
Hard hook. Oh. Big shot to the head. He's stunned. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Wow. He had been landing some nice elbows throughout this fight, but this last one was the bomb that ended the fight.
Once again, here's our fight replay.
Let's take one more look at that fight-ending elbow. Picture perfect, absolute power, and that is the end of this fight. And here we see it one more time. Look at the timing in this shot.
Here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 2 seconds of round number 2. Playing the winner by knockout, the professional.
The professional. Winner by knockout.